How's it going, my car dudes? Liam here. Right here I have a 1993 Mercedes-Benz S320. Quite a treat and quite a blast from the past. As you all know, I'm a huge fan of these horrible old German Luxo barges, and I could not pass up the opportunity to film this W140. This particular W140 is not in the best of shape. It's a little rough around the edges, but I do have one or two more S-classes from the same era that I plan to feature on the channel. So I figured I'll film this one anyway so that you guys get to see the best of all the W140s. This is a low spec, fair condition at best S320, and then have another two ones that I plan to film, but we'll see that hopefully later on on the channel. But anyways, as usual, I'm going to show you guys the interior and the exterior of this W140, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Starting off with the trunk. To access it, just push this button and lift up. I believe the boot capacity is 525 liters. Not too bad. Battery is located right here. And the CD player for the aftermarket radio. Also have the triangle, emergency triangle. Really nice touch. Coming to the back seat. Doors are actually very, very thick, and the windows are double glazed, so really, really heavy doors. Ashtray. So I'm about 6'2". I've got plenty of knee room and plenty of space to put my feet under the seat. Headroom is also quite good, as you'd expect, so is shoulder room. Center armrest along with rear AC vents. You also do have vanity mirrors on the back. The lights for this one doesn't seem to work. Alright. Here's the key fob for the W140. Very old school style Mercedes key. Has an aftermarket alarm system fitted to it. This W140 is finished in a beautiful metallic dark blue exterior. It has a full dark blue perforated leather interior. This particular S320 is sitting at 108,775 kilometers. Not bad. Has a 4-spoke, hydraulically assisted, leather-wrapped steering wheel. Very smooth power steering. Has a 4-speed automatic transmission. Low gear selection, and when you put the car into reverse, you do have the metal bars that pop out of the trunk. You have your different driving modes right here: economy and sport. In typical old Mercedes fashion, the parking brake is on the floor. Right now it is engaged. To disengage it, just pull this lever. And to engage it, just push it. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the headlights. High beams. Can't really put the hazards on because this control panel has been pushed in. All 4 windows are fully automatic. Pop the hood. And we'll check out the exterior. This W140 has Mercedes' M104 3.2 litre straight-six engine, producing 228 brake horsepower and 232 foot-pounds of torque. It has a 0 to 100 time of 8.9 seconds and a top speed of 225 kilometers per hour. As you all know, I've always been a huge fan of these old German Luxo barges. I really owe it to my dad and his 1998 BMW E39. Personally, I'm not a huge Mercedes fan, however the W140 remains my all-time favorite Mercedes model. Launched in 1991, it is known as the last over-engineered Mercedes. The successor, known as the W220, was a huge step forward in technology, but not so much in build quality. Even this one, while it still needs a fair bit of work to be mint, it drives like a dream and the engine is silky smooth. The Germans really knew how to make a buttery smooth straight-six in the 90s. The W140 received a new nomenclature in 1993 and a facelift in 1995 before ending production in 1999. There were three variants: the short wheelbase W140, the long wheelbase V140, and the C140 Coupe. The 140 range also offered a range of engines ranging from a 2.8 liter straight-six all the way up to a massive 6 liter V12. Many people I know often refer to the W140 as the so-called Diana S-Class, as it was a black S320 that Princess Diana was traveling in on that fateful night in 1997. The W140 was the finest in luxury in the 1990s. If you had a W140, you were a big deal. It represented the best of what Mercedes could do in terms of technological innovation. Power this, electric that, all these modern features in vehicles that we take for granted now were a huge leap forward in vehicle technology at the time. Prices for W140s in Sri Lanka ranged drastically based on the year, mileage and condition. For a mint one, expect to pay upwards of 8 million Sri Lankan rupees. Looks, of course, are subjective, but I love the way the W140 looks. In black, it looks like a baddie's car in a mafia movie from the 90s. Its boxy shape and menacing look just gives it that cool retro appearance that I just love in these 90s German barges. Coming to the interior, manual driver's seat. In the higher spec ones, you would have the seat controls will be mounted right here. Your headlight height adjustment, parking brake. This is where the switch for the power telescope, tilt and telescopic steering wheel will be. Coming to the interior of the W140, you have a quad zone automatic climate control system, automatic, different temperature for the driver and passenger. Here you can cycle between Celsius and Fahrenheit for the temperatures. Your different zones for the driver and passenger, your recirculation, off, one-touch AC, and your defrost. Rest is for when the car is in off position and you want to, so I guess pre-cool or preheat the cabin. So this will run the AC for a little bit when the engine is off. Like I said, we have an aftermarket Kenwood stereo in this car. You have a power outlet or a cigarette lighter, depending on how you use it. This is the button for your rear sunshade. The rest of your power window controls. This is to adjust the height of the antenna on the back of the car. This is the window lock. And your power mirror adjustments right here. Opening this up, you have a little bit of storage. Now over here we have this little panel of buttons. They've all been pushed in, but basically you have your hazard lights, your central locking. This is for the cabin air filter. That is for the rear seat headrest. So typical Mercedes fashion, you can actually push the headrests back so that you can actually see better. And your rear defrost. Up here we have a little bit of storage. If you open this, let's open your glove box. Just push that. In terms of interior quality, being an old Mercedes, this is known as the last over-engineered Mercedes-Benz. The interior quality is absolutely perfect. Really nice soft touch materials, soft touch dash. Everything just feels very high quality, especially the sound of the doors closing. Really solid sounding. The seats are extremely comfortable. These are honestly one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. So big, they're just massive, like lazy boy type chairs. Lots of thigh support. Really comfy seats. So interior quality is really good. The steering wheel has been rewrapped in this leather, which I'm not such a big fan of, but I assume this was done because the leather underneath the steering wheel was not in good shape. So yeah. Up here you have an auto dimming rear view mirror along with the interior light controls. This button right here is to adjust it so that when you open the door the lights will come on. And you also do have a grab handle for the driver. Alright. We can give her a short rev. Not a bad sounding straight six. Well guys, thank you for watching my review on this 1993 Mercedes-Benz S320. Again, I know this one is a little rougher on the edges. It's not in the best shape, but I do have plans to film one in better shape sometime in the future. But anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the review and leave some suggestions of cars you would like me to film in the comments below. So yeah, see you guys next time. Drive safely.